Cool. Okay, well, good morning. Thank you for coming. Today's class is going to be basically Google and you. So the idea behind the class is to teach you how to get the most out of your KW email or your Gmail email account, using not just the email client itself, Gmail, but also using the other apps that Google has for us that we can use for free. Here's the majority of the stuff that we're going to cover today. So the main thing, Google, what they're known most for is their search, and then obviously Gmail, then we have Drive. Google has Calendar, Google AdWords, I'll touch on that. Obviously Google Contacts, Photos, Sheets, which is like Excel, Google Plus, Google Docs, which is like Word, and then last but not least, YouTube. So let's dive into Google Search, since that's what Google's most known for, is their search platform. So I did a Google search last night for a realtor in Yuma, AZ. And this is what came up, about 692,000 results. It took it less than a second to come up with that many results. Who in here knows the difference between a paid ad or a paid search result versus an organic search result? How many of you have heard of organic search results?
I don't typically click on the ads because I'm like, somebody paid for this and that's why they want me to click on it. So then I go into like the generic ones lower.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I do. Right.
We all default to that, actually. The majority of us do. So those are ads. So I'll show you. So that's paid search. So if it shows up right there and it's got the little ad, the little green box that says ad in it next to the website, then you know it's paid search. So what they've done is they've actually gone into Google AdWords and paid for their ad to show up. And then below that, you'll start to see what's called organic search results. Which are search results that are found by Google's algorithm that they've created, which no one really knows Google's algorithm except for them because they change it so often. And then the map underneath too, because I typed in Yuma AZ, so it gives me a map, and then it starts popping up different real estate companies on the map. So to dive straight into from that to Google AdWords, here's another example. This is actually what Google has to say about it, how people see their ads. The one we were looking at is the one up here on the laptop just now, but if you're on an iPad or a tablet or a smartphone, those same ads are going to show up when you do your search result. Also, Google AdWords does different types of ads. So they do the ads that are search ads, which we just talked about. They also do display ads. Most websites out there, unless they do the advertising themselves, they'll just log in and create an account with Google, and they'll put placement on their websites, and then Google pays them for ad placement. So those are display ads. Also video ads. An example would be YouTube. Whenever you have to watch a video before you can watch the video you want to watch, that's a video ad. You've got search ads and then app ads. So Google can actually put ads into apps. Usually it's the gaming apps, and it's like between levels that'll make you watch a video. Benefits: why Google AdWords? Obviously to attract more clients, advertise locally or globally, reach the right people because you can target it. If that's something you wanted to get into, you definitely could. Across all those platforms like I just talked about. We've got the display ads, video ads, search ads, app ads. You can create your own account with Google, give them a monthly budget, create some content, and then go that way. So Gmail. So this is going to be for our KW email or also for your Gmail if you have normal Gmail. So everyone in here knows how to log in, right? Okay, so I'll skip that one. So once you log in into your Keller Williams email, it looks identical to the Gmail platform with the exception of there's the Keller Williams logo at the top. Besides that, the functionality is the exact same as the Gmail. So your inbox is what it defaults to. You can see my inbox here. If you click on an email, it opens the email. You can read it in there. And then if you want to respond to the email, you can either click the respond right there, or you can scroll down. And when you do that, you can see a box pops up down at the bottom. If you don't have an email signature set up yet, you can actually go into that gear right there, go down to settings, and set up an email signature. So in that box, you can type in whatever you'd want to type in for the response, and then you'd hit send. So I've got some Gmail tips. So you can do the Scott Leroy one, which is a banner, right? That shows up as a single image. You can do that if you want to. I chose not to do that personally because if it shows up as an image, sometimes some people's spam filters are super sensitive, and if you're sending them an image, it'll kick it to spam.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Also, How many people have used the vacation email responder? Cool. I actually have this exact one set up on mine, and I have it set up all the time, never end. I have a vacation responder set up to never end. Yeah, because I want our lenders and our title companies to know that if they send me an email, I want to train them that I'll respond to the email at the end of the day. That I'm not going to check my email between appointments. I'm not going to let it distract me. I'm not going to let it suck me into the feeling of having to check my email, after every appointment. That is not my idea. I totally borrowed it from the One Thing. So from Jeff Woods at the One Thing podcast. Google Contacts blends directly with Gmail. So anybody that sends you an email, so let's go back a little bit. So you can see here, Keller Williams Realty International. I could actually save them into my contacts if I wanted to. With contacts, you can download the Google Contacts app for your phone, sync all your phone's contacts into your Google Contacts. So if this thing ever decides it wants to get lost or go for a hike without you or go swimming and your phone's destroyed, you don't lose your contacts. That's pretty much it. It's a contact database. Google Drive. So Google, how many people in here use Google Drive? So most of us. How many of you use it daily? Yeah, our team does. Yeah, Drive is a cloud hard drive, basically. So you can save all kinds of stuff on Drive. You can save pictures, you can save anything you'd save to your computer, you can save it into Drive. And there's an application you can download for your computer that's actually Google Drive application, and it'll create a folder within your folder system on your computer, and you can save stuff to it, and it automatically saves it to the Drive. So Drive, here's what it looks like. It's basically a file storage system. This is what it looks like when you access it from Chrome. So you can see you've got your Drive is over on the side here, and then it'll do your file database, however you set it up, and then the files will show up many versions of them. Shared with me, so that's kind of what you're talking about, where there's a shared. So there's a shared with me section. If you click on that, it'll show you all the files that someone has shared with you. What it sounds like happened is you shared a file with somebody, they tried to share it with somebody else, but they didn't have the permissions to grant access to the file. So it sent you an email saying, do you want to give this person access, which is good. That's a good safety protocol to have. Another thing with Google Drive is Google Photos, which is integrated right in Google Drive. I actually don't use them for our team because of the way I do my photos and my photo editing. I do it all on the Mac itself native. I save photos to the hard drive. But if you wanted to save your photos to Google Photos, it's an unlimited photo storage in their specified resolution of the photos. So you can put all your listing photos in there and have them not eat up your hard drive space. Google Docs. Okay, so it's Google's version of Microsoft Word. The benefit to this is that it's not an application-based software. It's a web-based software. So you can open it in Chrome. You can open it in whatever web browser you have. And then you just click on a document, like a blank one, and you start typing. And then you've got the bar, just like you would in Microsoft Word up here. You can start typing in the center. It works almost identical to Word. So, and then when you're done, you can actually save it by hitting the file here and save it to your drive. So, because if you don't wind up doing that, it'll save it in basically your random Google Documents folder that you have to access it through Google Docs rather than accessing it through the drive. Google Sheets. Google Sheets is Google's version of Microsoft Excel. So the benefits to Google Sheets is the same thing I just said with the Docs, where it'll save it consistently and it'll save it on your drive. It's also web-based, so you never have to pay for software again. You don't ever have to buy an upgrade for Excel or an upgrade for Word for this. Also, you can collaborate as teams, which is awesome for our team. That's why we use it. And all of our team members have access through it, through our separate emails. And we can actually get in there and collaborate. So at the same time, being in a document, I can be editing one box, and then somebody else can be editing another box on the same document. So it's a living document that's right on the drive, which makes teamwork awesome for when you're both, like, two people are sitting next to each other filling out one document at the same time on sheets. You can do the same thing on Docs. Docs is a little different, though, because you're typing a document, so it'd be weird if someone's typing one paragraph and someone types another paragraph. But in Sheets, we mainly use it for data. So example, like this is my 411. So I've completely built in here on my 411, and I got this as a template from the One Thing. and then just filled it in myself, and it lives on my Google Drive. Drive tips that I have: make a folder in the Drive named Receipts 2018. I have one named Receipts 2017, and I put digital copies of all my business expenses receipts that we get emailed to us in there. So my suggestion would be make a Drive folder, call it Receipts 2018, and any digital receipts. So if you buy something at Best Buy and they email you a receipt and it's a business expense, save it into your Drive, because then at the end of the year it'll make it so much easier for tax purposes. If you go into your Drive and you have it in your folder and you go, okay, these are all the receipts I have, versus going through hard paper receipts and maybe losing something. Also download the Drive, Sheets, and Docs apps on your smartphone or on your tablets. The reason I say to do it on your smartphone is because you can make another sheet or a document with all of your key safe numbers and codes. Our team actually does this, and it's great because we collaborate on it. So if someone checks out a key safe and then updates the address on it, I know where I go to a listing and I'm taking the key box off, I don't have to worry about, oh, dang it, I forgot to get the shackle code. I can look it straight up in my phone on the Sheets app because I have a sheet made for it, pull up the number on the side of the box in my sheet, match it to the side of the box, and then it gives me the 4-digit code in a column right next to it. Google Calendar. Some of the benefits with Google Calendar is that you can also invite people just like you can on the one on your phone. I'll give you a rundown. This is my schedule right here. I time block because I've found that time blocking helps me be more productive. So I try to time block everything if I can. I do cut different color codes, which is awesome. It lets me do the different color codes for different tasks. The cool thing about that with Google Calendar is that I can subscribe to other people's calendars, and it works great on a team environment. And then I just added it in so you can see the difference between there and there. So the ones with the diagonal stripes in them are ones from other people's calendars. And I've got them color coded. So the ones that are the orange color or the reddish color is from the Market Center calendar. So I can see script practice is going on at the office at 8:30. The training today is at 10. There's a dot loop class tomorrow at 9. It just keeps me in the loop on what's going on with the Market Center. And then the ones in yellow that have the stripes on them as well, those are our main team calendar. So we save what's going on with our team in there, which it works great for the team environment. That way we all can kind of have an idea of where everyone's at. So if we need somebody, we can check the calendar and be like, oh, never mind, they're in an appointment. I'm not going to be able to get a hold of them. Also on the calendar, there's a mode to where you can go, sorry, I didn't explain it right. I've been in the week mode the whole time. If you're someone that likes to see things more of a task mode, there's an agenda here, so it gives me my agenda. Calendar tips. Time blocking using the repeat feature to set up your weeks in advance. So you can actually set up recurring events, and that's what I've done with my office time and with my email time and then with my appointment time blocks and my lunch. I've set them up as recurring events to happen every week between Monday and Friday indefinitely. That, and then color coordinate, which I talked about that already. Put everything on your calendar and never commit to something without saying, let me check my schedule. That was something I learned in Bold. I picked up in the Bold class was don't overcommit yourself. Just say, hey, let me check my schedule and I'll get back to you in 5 minutes. And then check your calendar. With those appointments, you can also add notifications to them through the Google Calendar app. I like to do mine half an hour out, but I'd say 1 hour to half an hour out is best. So that way, if you got up late, you're running behind, you haven't checked your calendar for the day, you have it on your phone as an app, and you can have it notify you. So it'll do a ping notification on your smartphone. Hey, appointment at 1 today with Mr. Buyer. It pings you at 12, and you're like, oh, okay, cool, I got an appointment. So as I was saying, the Google Calendar app on your smartphone, so Google Calendar has their own app. That's how I use it. I'm in it all the time throughout the day, and that's how you can also set up the notifications in there. On to the fun stuff. YouTube. YouTube is awesome. Oh man, it's just so cool because it puts everybody on a level playing field. It doesn't matter how big your budget is for a YouTube video or how small your budget is for a YouTube video. Everyone gets put on YouTube, and then it's up to us as consumers to either consume or ignore their content. And there's a little bit of SEO that goes into it, or search engine optimization as well. So if you're making videos branding yourself in there, that'll give you better search results. So if you go to YouTube's homepage, it pulls up stuff I've subscribed to, just like it would for you. And we all have YouTube come standard with our KW email before I dive any more into YouTube. So it's a part of your KW email basically. So then you can set up libraries, subscriptions, and then down here gives you recommended videos based on my subscriptions and the ones I haven't seen yet. Oh, search. Yeah. So let's talk about that. So you can search videos on here too. Search tab on top, just like you have on Google. Most people go to YouTube because they want to learn something. So they go, okay, how to do this, how to do that, right? How to sell a house, how to talk to buyers, how to talk to sellers. You can search whatever term you want to do on there. So I searched Keller Williams, and this is what came up. Somebody's got an ad, so you can see they've got ad in the search results right here, how I make money online. So obviously they targeted Keller Williams as their keywords, and that's why they're showing up. Keller Williams Realty, if you haven't subscribed to that channel, I recommend you do. They post a lot of good videos on there. It's cool. Here's the Keller Williams YouTube page. So they do these videos called This Month in Real Estate. So that's something that you can watch. If you like what the data it says, you can share it on your Facebook. You can send an email to your clients. It gives you content that you've not created that's relevant to what we do and that you can share and you can send out. The red reports are on there too. This is my business page. So I've created content based around mainly Savant Estates and then a couple of our listings as well. So I've gotten some views on them. Keller Williams, we've had one on Keller Williams Realty International was posted a week ago, and it's at 1,300 views, which isn't bad. It's not great either when you compare it to somebody like Casey Neistat, who is one of the top YouTubers that's out there right now. And he creates content from a contribution standpoint. So what can he contribute to his viewers? Most of his YouTube videos are product reviews, actually. So, hey, I got the new iPhone X. This is how I feel about it. And then he did a video 4 days ago on that, and it's got 3 million views. So he's got 8.2 million people that have subscribed to his videos. So now obviously me being one of them, whenever I go to my homepage, his video shows up. Not because he paid for it to be there, but because he's got that many viewers and I subscribe to him, he gets instant credibility. So as a business, one of the questions that we need to ask ourselves is as realtors, how can we bring value to our clients? You can make as much content as you can think about. You can dream it, you can do it. It's just a matter of actually doing it. So, and if you get good enough one day, maybe you'll be like Casey Neistat and get 2.1 million views in one day because he posted a video of him and his wife talking about their marriage. Right? That's pure entertainment. There's probably no product reviews in that one. My tips for YouTube, don't overthink it. It can be as simple as taking a video with your phone, selfie style, and introducing yourself, or like I said, talking about your business or talking about somebody else's business that you partner with. And then you could actually download the YouTube app on your phone and post it straight from your phone to YouTube. And then once it's on YouTube, you can get the link and then text it to people or share it to people. You can do them via text message, which is probably the best because then it's going right onto somebody's phone text message wise. You can email blast a YouTube video out using the link, or you can share it on social media. I already went over come from contribution. Your content is key and should provide some kind of a benefit to the people who view it. Use it as a resource to learn as well on YouTube. If you can't find a video about something you want to learn about or you want to know, then that's a good video to actually make yourself and post it once you figure out how to do that thing that you're wanting to do. Because if you have that question, somebody else probably has that question out there. Google Plus. So it's essentially merged into a Pinterest type of social media. How many people have Pinterest in here? Yeah, I created it solely for marketing. So, but yeah, it's one more thing that you can brand yourself with and make a profile on, and then link it back to something else. And the more links you have, the better credibility Google will give you in search results. So I did the same thing with Google Plus. I made my Google Plus page. I found a couple communities that I've subscribed to. I've got a Tundra, so I did that one. I like to race, so I have that. And then I have a couple realtor ones. Also, any videos I post on YouTube, it automatically pushes over to Google Plus because I've set it up that way, and Google owns both of them. So what better way to brand yourself more or get your content out there more? So that's really all I have for the basics on Google. So then now we'll do the lab time.